Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Cassiejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey Gee.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey Gee.
And today we got to talk about football. Every Swiftie's new favorite subject, football. Because Travis Kelce and his Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
Wow. Again, they went last year, right?
I think this is 4 out of the last 5 years. I could be wrong on that stat, but they go a lot.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Yeah.
So, question, as the non-sports girly, I know like Tom Brady would get a lot of hate because he kept on going to the Super Bowl and then he switched teams and then he brought that team to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Kansas City Chiefs get hate for being too good?
Yeah.
Like they don't want them to win because it's just, oh, they're going to the Super Bowl again?
I do have to say, I think Tom Brady got hate because of the Deflategate.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a cheater.
That certainly didn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do see the Kansas City Chiefs getting hate for constantly going to the Super Bowl, though.
Well, and this year they're going to get a little bit more flack because they got Taylor there, and the macho guys that watch the NFL aren't here for Taylor Swift. You know, so they don't like
the Brads,
that.
Chads, and Dads.
Yeah, they don't love that, even though they show Taylor, 3 times during a football game. They've toned it down a little bit.
They have. They have.
During the games, but
I did see somebody actually did the math on like the percentage of like how much screen time she's had, and it's like 0.46%. Like less than 1% of the actual game time shows Taylor Swift, and she's just there. She's just attending, and people are triggered.
yeah,
But
it's not too much.
I saw someone, all I saw was the subtitles, and Taylor Swift was saying, I didn't do anything. Well, I took that as they were saying, like, oh, good job. You're the reason they're going to the Super Bowl. And she's like, no, I didn't do anything. That's my man. And then come to find out it was a Baltimore Ravens fan yelling at her that she ruined football.
Oh, my God.
How effing rude is that? Someone, and there's video of her. She's like, I didn't do anything. I took it exactly the opposite whenever I saw it. I thought people were saying, good job, Taylor, bringing that team to the Super Bowl. And no, it was a bitter fan yelling that she ruined football because her team won because her boyfriend did a really, really good job.
I did see someone say that, like, well, if people are going to hate on her when the team does badly because it's, her fault, then we should praise her when the team does really well because it's her fault. So way to go, Taylor.
Good job, Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people were a little worried that there was going to be a curse a la Jessica Simpson and Tony Romo. But there's no curse. They've been doing all right.
Yeah.
They made it to the Super Bowl. So I say there's no curse.
I did appreciate, I think it was last week, the commentators showed her, and they're like, there's Taylor Swift, the MVP, the most valuable princess.
Aww.
And I loved that. I thought that was so precious. But obviously we're Swifties, but I just love seeing her so happy. She was so happy yesterday. She was glowing.
After the win.
When the Chiefs won, and then not just Taylor, but like all of the families, parents, wives, girlfriends, kids of the players go to the field to like congratulate and celebrate with them. And I wasn't expecting it because I was watching the game with my family, with Ryan and my parents. And I think I was like checking Twitter or something, and Ryan was like, there she is, like look up, like look at the TV. And I was like, oh my God. I started just screaming, like she's on the field. And my dad was out of the room. He comes back in, he's like, were you screaming? I was like, Taylor was on the field. My dad had to rewind because he was like, I must see this, which I thought was so cute. But she was just so happy. He looked so happy. I mean, obviously he just won a championship. He
is amped up. His energy is still all over the place. He'll be talking in a sentence, and then he'll just start yelling. He's amped up. He's fired up.
He's
and she's
so
right
excited.
there. She's patting him on his shoulder pads and giving him hugs. There's a lot of kisses, too.
I know. I love it.
There's a lot of smooches.
It was like watching this relationship play out in real time has been like watching a rom-com in real life, starring our best friend Taylor Swift, who we just know is such a romantic, and it's a movie. It's like the end of a Cinderella story where she goes on she's like walking on the field and she sees Chad Michael Murray and they're there in the rain.
I saw a TikTok video of this woman who obviously wasn't a football fan but has turned into a football fan here recently. And she was watching Taylor and Travis on the field and crying, and her significant other called her out for it. Like, are you really crying over these two people? And she's like, it's just so beautiful, and I'm so happy for them. And then she started playing You Are in Love, and it just made me think about you, Anna.
Aww.
Just so hardcore, but it's so beautiful. It's so sweet. I was reading some of the subtitles. She was telling him on the field, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that in my life. He was asking where she was, and she said, quote, it was the best view ever. It was insane. I can't believe it. And he responded, I appreciate you always coming and coming out to his games and stuff. And there was apparently a speech after where he said, like, you have the right to fight to party or something. Yeah. You got to fight for your right to party. And she did, like, kind of the eye roll, like, that's cheeseball. Her and Mama Kelce both were like, that's a little bit cheesy, but good. Still supportive, but just like, I can't believe you said that kind of dad joke eye roll.
I also need to know what lipstick she was wearing.
Oh my goodness.
Because A, looked incredible.
Yes.
B, did not
Go
smudge
anywhere.
nowhere. Not even on her, on him, nowhere. And we do know what lipstick she wore to the VMAs. It was like the Pat McGrath. Because I bought it. And it is a great lipstick, and I want to know if that's the same one, because when I've worn that, I take a drink, like it does like transfer. But hers wasn't transferring last night, so I need to know what that was.
And how crazy is it that Taylor Swift has never marketed her own lipstick?
I know.
Yeah,
Like-
she's known for the red lips and everything.
I know.
Why not?
I know.
Great
It's a great
lipstick,
idea.
but yeah, but I don't think that she cares to.
I think she
She
could have
would-
her own lipstick line and her own line of wine.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea.
Mm-hmm. Also, can I say, as much as, like, you know, Taylor Swift has pissed off the Brads, Dads, and Chads of the NFL or whatever. However, I do feel like there's a lot of Chiefs fans specifically that have welcomed the Swifties with open arms. And I have personally seen that. And I just want to say how amazing that is, because Ryan got me, for Christmas, he got me a Kansas City Chiefs sweatshirt. And so I wore it yesterday, obviously, because it's game day. And I went to brunch, and I was a little nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope nobody comes up to me and is like, name 3 songs. Do you even know the Chiefs? You know what I mean? Like that kind of like vibe. And there was a guy that walked in, and he saw me. He goes, hey, go Chiefs. And I was like, go Chiefs. And he got so excited, and then I got so excited. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was so wholesome. That was so cute. I just loved it. And I've been getting messages. Well, we as a podcast have been getting messages from Kansas City Chiefs fans being like, oh my gosh, I was a Chiefs fan and now I'm a Swiftie. Like the backwards of like, we're Swifties now Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
So it's been really wholesome. Somebody was talking about how there's a Reddit thread of Chiefs fans talking about like their journey in discovering Taylor's discography, and I just think that's so cute.
It is cute.
So there is some really wholesome positivity, even though there's also a lot of negativity on the internet because of this. I did want to shine a light on the good stuff too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, exactly the opposite for me. Not negativity. I just misread the room. And this was early on, way before they were in the playoffs or anything. I went to a dinner with a bunch of friends, and there was a couple there that I didn't know, and she was wearing a Chiefs jersey, but it was like sparkly. And so I was like, oh, you're a Taylor Swift fan? And she was like, no, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. And I was like, but why is it like sparkly and bedazzled? Apparently you can buy them like that. I thought she was a Taylor Swift fan and she took a plain jersey and made it
Bejeweled?
pretty. Yes. And that was not the case. I don't know if I convinced them over to our side. I wonder how they feel now. But yeah, that was surprising for me. I didn't realize that they made jerseys like that. I was like, you are a Taylor Swift fan. She's like, no, I'm not.
Hey, it's a new world for you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess it was an incredible game. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I
just
had
knew
a lot
that
of
they
fun
won.
watching it. Nick, did you watch it?
No.
I didn't either.
Really?
Sorry.
Well, it was fun.
Yeah.
I had a fun time watching it. What is the conversation like with your friends, Nick? Like in the NFL guys?
You know,
world?
I do send text messages every so often to my group of buddies from college, and they'll get super into sports, and I'll be like, "Yeah, but did you see what Taylor's wearing today?" Or I'll post a picture for arriving to the stadium, or I'll just be like, "Hey, they just showed Taylor Swift what are your 3 favorite songs from folklore? And they don't like it. They give the typical responses. I like the one about breaking up with a guy.
I
Stuff
like
that.
Shake It Off.
Yeah, stuff like that. But since the Chiefs have been playing better with Taylor around, they don't hate on me too much for my Taylor Swift
Okay, that's good.
love.
Good.
Yeah. And I think I've convinced 2 of them to kind of join my side, so I'm still just waiting for 2 more that'll really... It's going to be a tough one to get those over onto the Swiftie bandwagon, but I've got 2 that even went to the Eras Tour. And one
Okay.
who's a teacher, and now he works in Taylor Swift references
Okay,
to
love
his
that.
classes, his history classes.
Adorable.
Yeah.
I love that so
Yeah.
much.
So I think I might actually go to a Super Bowl party. Normally I'll come by for food, but then my neighbor's like really, really into football and she screams at the TV, and there's a couple other girlies who are like that. So they just like angry scream stuff at the TV that I don't understand. So I'll just make my plate and leave because it makes me uncomfortable. Like I don't want to hear any of that, but I might stick around and watch it this year.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to watch it.
Yeah.
Because they will show Taylor Swift more than the average times,
Yeah.
I would think. for
And
the
all
Super
the other
Bowl.
celebrities that will be there for
Absolutely.
sure. But so do we think that Taylor's going to go to the game?
I think so. I think
think
she'll
so,
go.
too.
Because her schedule, as
Mhm.
we know, she's going to be in Tokyo for the Eras Tour is kicking off once again, which is very exciting. So she's going to be in Tokyo that like Saturday night,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Correct.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's like a 13-ish hour flight from Tokyo to Las Vegas where the Super Bowl is going to be.
Yes.
And so if she leaves right after the show, if she gets on her plane and flies to Vegas, I believe that she can make it because of the time difference working in her favor. She could make it by what would be Sunday morning, and the game and kickoff's at like 3:30 or something. She's gonna be so jet lagged.
Yeah, she'll be able to make it with plenty of time, whether she sleeps on the plane or takes a little snooze when she gets back to the hotel. But then she's got to get game day ready. But she'll have plenty of time. It is possible. So I'm assuming
I'm hoping
that's going to happen. She'll wrap up Japan
Yeah.
an hour later, get on her flight,
Yeah.
and she's there in
if,
Vegas.
If it is possible, I really am crossing my fingers for good weather, because I feel like that's the only thing that could stop her.
Sure.
You know, because if she goes the other way, I don't know. If,
I don't know if she'll
it would
make
work
in
out that way.
time. No, probably not.
and the flight would be so much more longer.
Right.
They'd have to divert.
Yeah.
So hopefully the weather's on her side.
Well, our boy, Mr. Perfectly Fine 13, I know that we're getting ready to talk to him coming up. He's going to the show in Melbourne and really excited about it. But he posted on TikTok talking about how this win affects all of our upcoming schedules, but mostly Taylor Swift's.
February is going to be insane for Swifties. We have the Grammys, Eras Tour Tokyo, and the Super Bowl within a week. And then Taylor's biggest show ever in Melbourne, followed up by Eras Tour Sydney. And we can't forget a potential Reputation Taylor's Vision announcement. We are winning. Also, Hits Daily Double claims that Taylor will be performing at the Grammys according to their sources at the Recording Academy, but E.T. claims that she will not be performing but will be in attendance. Either way, we are being fed.
We really are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think she'll perform at the Grammys. I just don't think she'll have enough time to get there to rehearse everything.
I wasn't expecting her to perform either.
Yeah.
And the fact that E.T. Entertainment Tonight is the one that said she's not, I feel like they're the ones that have a good relationship with Tree Payne.
I think you're right.
So
yeah.
they're usually the ones I would believe when it comes to the tabloids. But regardless, I'm excited to see her at the Grammys. She's up
Yes.
for a lot. Do we think that Travis probably won't be there with her, right? Because he's going to have to be with the team
Yeah.
right before the Super Bowl.
I don't think he'll make it to the Grammys.
And as much as we would love to see him be there for her biggest night, like she is for him and everything, if he goes with her and then they lose the Super Bowl, that would be bad.
Yeah. Can't put that out
Can't
there.
put that out
Because
there.
too many sports bros will be like, see?
He wasn't focused.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So-
it's her biggest night. It's his biggest night. Or it's his biggest weekend.
Yeah,
so
it's just around the
let's
same.
just let them do their own thing.
And then I'm sure we'll see him at more Eras Tour dates after
Yeah.
football
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
I want to see Jason Kelce at the Eras Tour.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He'll have a blast. Maybe he'll take his shirt off.
Yeah,
He'll jump out of the VIP tent.
And
It'll be a
Kylie,
blast.
I want to see him there with Kylie. I love Kylie Kelce.
Yeah, absolutely. She's great.
Let me tell you what I'm butthurt about, though. Nothing to do with the Kelce family, none whatsoever. But Tree Payne, Taylor Swift, if you're listening, just know what I tried to do. I put in for a raffle to go to the Grammys, and it was only for 2 people. I spent money, not like crazy money.
Oh, it was
but
one of
I
those
did,
like donate.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I did spend money and spent more to have like extra entries, and it was me and a guest. And so then I was like, well, I can't choose between my favorite co-host. So I was wondering like what someone else was going to have to do, because I'm a lucky girl. I just knew I was going to win going to the Grammys. I did not win. Y'all don't have to do anything to be my +1 because I'm not going. But I did see in certain SwifTEA groups that they're like, oh my gosh, I got chosen. I'm going to the Grammys. And I'm just like, it's never me. I try to not be a negative person, but then again, sometimes I'm like, I don't ever win anything and this isn't fair. And why not? I know people have to win. Why not me? But it's not me.
This is me trying.
So much. So, Tree Payne, Taylor Swift, if you're listening and feel sorry for me like I feel sorry for myself in this moment and want to invite the 13 podcast along, we would love to be there. But no win so far. But they're winning all the way around, so whatever. I don't need to win. Y'all are doing plenty of winning without me. But Anna, you had mentioned like the 13-hour trip on the way home. It is crazy, all the Tayvoodoo.
Oh, yeah.
And the math that is mathing. Emily_Stone with 2 E's talked about the craziness of everything adding up.
So obviously, Kansas City just made it into the Super Bowl. And so far, Taylor has attended 12 games. The Super Bowl will be the 13th game she's attended. The Super Bowl is on 2/11. Well, it's 2 + 11, 13. And then to just really seal the deal, it is the 58th Super Bowl. 5 + 8, 13. It's just crazy.
I love
That's insane. That is so insane. I was flipping through TikTok this morning and a friend was with me and like didn't get it. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, like it's all 13. And he had absolutely no idea why I was geeking out. But how cool is that? That it's
very
all
cool.
mathing together in Taylor Swift's favor.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like all the stars are truly aligning.
I love it so much.
One more thing that's truly aligning. Alex Garcia on TikTok talked about this weird coincidence that could be a genius marketing move whenever it comes to American Airlines.
This is for all the marketers who are going to love this move by American Airlines to take advantage of these Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift headlines. So the Chiefs just won the AFC Championship and they're headed to Vegas. So anybody flying on American Airlines from Kansas City to Las Vegas, they're going to be jumping on this flight, and that flight number is 1989, which is one of Taylor Swift's album. And then their return flight from Las Vegas back to Kansas City, flight number 87. This is a great simple move by American Airlines to take advantage of these headlines, the Taylor Swift effect, the cultural moment, and just make this small tweak to interject themselves into that conversation and generate millions and millions of impressions.
Yeah, and once again, say what you want about Taylor Swift coverage. Taylor Swift is a moneymaker.
Yeah.
For anyone who is talking about her, referencing her. I mean, the NFL's doing it. American Airlines are doing it.
QT is doing it.
QT is
Everybody's
doing it.
doing
She
it.
is running. There's so much business that goes with her,
She's the most powerful
Wake.
person.
Yes, it's incredible.
It's incredible. It's incredible. It really is. Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
So Anna, you had an idea for a fun way for us to do our own little Super Bowl.
Yes, I unfortunately had an idea.
No, it's going to be good.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, so this is an idea that I had this morning. So if the details aren't super perfect, I apologize. But hear me out. This is what I'm thinking. I was trying to think of a fun way to incorporate the Super Bowl and the Swifties in our podcast. So I came up with the 13 podcast Swift Bowl of 2024, the first annual 13 podcast Swift Bowl. So basically, I've created a bracket. And this is the way it's going to work because I wanted to involve our listeners.
Do you feel really sportsy, though, using a term like
Bracket and first pick. Yes. So this is the way that it's going to work. So there's 4 of us in this room, right? So it's going to be like 2 people on one side of the bracket, 2 people on the other side of the bracket. What I'm thinking is we basically draw the order, like randomly draw on who gets to pick first, 1, 2, 3, 4. And between the 4 of us, it's your turn to pick, you'll pick an album, a Taylor Swift album. So the 4 of us have 4 different albums, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from that album, you will pick your 4 top songs, or just in general, 4 songs from that album. So then those 4 songs will go head to head against the 4 other songs from another person, the other person in your bracket.
Mm-hmm.
So then that's how we have like the 8 like finalists,
Sure.
right? And then the other 2 in the other bracket will get to decide who moves on to the quarterfinals. Mm-hmm. So once we have those 4 final songs, our listeners will get to pick who moves on to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And then next week, once we have the final 2 songs, our listeners will then vote again on our social media on who wins the 13 podcast Swift Bowl of 2024.
I love it.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense to me.
Maybe it'll make sense as we do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, I'm really taking a risk here because I have not really fleshed this out. But I figured we could just kind of see how it goes. So I have a bracket here on my computer. So I'll keep track of all of us.
Okay.
Question.
As we go.
Asking for a friend. Do we pick our favorite album or do we try to sabotage someone else by picking their favorite
That's
album?
up to you.
I think that's all gameplay.
That's all gameplay. Because you also don't have to pick your favorite songs. You can pick the songs that you think will ultimately win the votes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I want to do, but it's fine. I'll think on the fly because I've got 2 albums that I would like, but then I'm also thinking comedic purposes. I don't know. Okay.
It's going to have to be whatever happens in that moment. Because you're not going to have a lot of time to think it through because we're just doing it right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm pulling
Live on the
up
spot.
Taylor's discography so we can find the tracks. Okay. Does somebody?
Okay, so I found an empty coffee mug that's definitely used.
Ew.
That's in the studio, but it is dry. It's pink and has a bunch of drag queens on it.
Okay.
It works.
Cute.
Are these all of our names?
Yes, it's all
Okay,
our names.
so Anna, who is drawing first?
Here, you can do it since I'm writing things down.
You want me to draw?
Yeah, you draw.
I'm going to draw first?
Okay, so is
You're
this
drawing
number 1?
someone's
You're
name.
drawing someone's name.
I'm drawing someone's
So
name.
this is the person that. Let's
get
go
to-
backwards, right? No.
This is the
let's go
4th?
forward.
That's what I was going to ask if we want number 1 or number 4. What spot is this?
Let's go backwards. So
Yes.
this is going to be spot
The
number
last
4.
person.
This
Okay.
will be the person who picks last.
Okay, it is. I'm not looking. Lacey!
I lose at everything. Okay, I'm fine.
Okay, and who's got number 3?
All right, number
It has
3.
to
It
be
has to be Amy.
Amy.
It has to be. Let's see.
It has to be Amy.
It is Anna. All right.
Gosh, I'm getting so nervous.
Okay,
know.
who gets to pick second, and then ultimately we'll know who goes first.
All right, here we go. I'm not looking, Amy. It's
I know.
Between you and me, I'm not
know.
looking. Second is Nick.
All
Yay!
right.
Amy
number 1
gets to go first.
All right,
So now-
Amy, you get to go first.
you get to pick your album.
You get to
what
pick an
album are you
album.
going to pick 4 songs from?
I'm picking red.
Oh, this is a power play.
Yeah.
This is a power play and also a good one because the Chiefs are red.
Oh,
So-
that is true.
I see what you're doing.
Ooh.
All right, Nick, which Taylor Swift
Man,
album?
see now I'm thinking, am I going to pick my favorite album with my favorite songs, or am I going to pick the album that I think is just overall regarded as her best album? Ooh, okay, I'm picking 1989 Taylor's version.
All
I have
right.
to. I have to. That's my favorite.
I just assume if the Taylor's version's out, I
Yeah,
assume
yeah,
it's
yeah,
this-
yeah.
Okay.
Please, someone pick Scooter's version or the stolen version, whatever it's called.
1989,
No,
not
no.
Taylor's version. All right. Oh, so I get to go next. Oh man, I'm torn between, oh gosh, I am going to pick my girl, Midnights.
Oh, wow. Interesting choice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, Lacey.
Good choice.
You're the final
Okay,
pick.
so I'm torn. These are the two that I had initially pulled up anyway. I am a Reputation girly, and I really think that Reputation announcement is coming unless TS11 comes first. But she doesn't own it, so I'm going with Lover.
Lover.
Wow.
Good pick.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that no one picked Folklore. That's
I
what I was thinking.
know.
Like, Folklore songs could probably trump a lot of other songs.
Well, but see, it all depends on like which songs, and also at the end of the day, it's going to come down to our listeners.
Okay,
Right.
so
Voting.
Anna,
Okay.
explain what the bracket looks like. Who's on the West side, the West division?
The
That'd
West,
be the left side.
the left side is players 1 and 3, so that'll be Amy and me, Anna.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And then
on the right side,
on the right
East,
side, that'll the AFC versus the NFC, dare I say. The AFC is Anna and Amy. The NFC is Nick. Oh, that worked out nicely. Nick and Lacey. Okay, so now looking at the album that you have picked, I need you to pick 4 songs.
Okay. We're going to pause this
We're gonna
podcast
pause.
recording, and then we're going to come back with our 4 songs.
Please hold.
Entertain yourselves
By
and
the way-
listen to this commercial.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. We have relationships that we're the proudest of in life. Think Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, just the way that they're beaming at each other and so proud of each other, all their accomplishments, all their work wins. But a common misconception about relationships is that they always have to be easy and always have to be right. Maybe your relationship isn't perfect or you don't think that everything's the way that it should be. That's why we would like to encourage you to talk to our friends at BetterHelp. They can help you discuss things like sometimes it's really best when both people put in the work to make them great. You don't have to have right versus wrong. And therapy can be a great place to work through the challenges that you face in all of your relationships, whether it's with friends, work, your significant other, or just anyone and anything that's going on in your life.
And you know what? It's not just relationships at home that you need to think about and maybe get a little help with. It could also be relationships in the office. Maybe you and a coworker aren't getting along that well. Maybe you and a boss just are butting heads a little bit or you're not seeing eye to eye. It'd be beneficial to talk to someone else at BetterHelp that can help you navigate your feelings during conflicts.
We all saw very, very viral in this last week, corporate Natalie and a rebuttal against her whenever someone was talking about taking a workout class rather than attend a work meeting at 8 a.m. That'd be the perfect thing that you can bring up to your therapist about, is it fair? Do you just clock in your regular hours? And how do you approach a difficult boss in this sort of situation?
Become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. Visit BetterHelp.com/Taylor Swift fan today to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Taylor Swift fan.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/Taylor Swift fan 50 and use code Taylor Swift fan 50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code Taylor Swift fan 50 at factormeals.com/Taylor Swift fan 50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/Taylor Swift fan. That's chime.com/Taylor Swift fan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. Okay, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Welcome back to 13 a Taylor Swift fan podcast. We have each painstakingly, it was a challenge, it was a chore. We have chosen 4 songs from our albums. So how would you like us to present these, Anna?
So I think we either go East or West first, and we go down the bracket. So do we want to start AFC or NFC?
I'm confused on who's who. Why don't you just tell us?
Do we want to go me and Amy or Nick and Lacey?
Anna, well, since Amy's number 1,
Okay.
she can go.
Wait, it's what numbers are we? 1 and are you 3?
3.
It's supposed to be 1 and 4 and 2 and 3, but that's okay.
Oh, is it really? I mean, we can still
We're
change-
talking about seeds.
Okay, well, we
not
can
the
change
whole-
it. It
no,
can be...
No. It's good.
1 and 4. You
I
want it
don't
to be
care.
me and you, Amy?
I don't know.
That might be more entertaining.
Yeah. And it'd be easy for us to figure out because of just how the room is divided. You and Amy or Amy
On
and
one
Lacey
side?
are sitting next to each
Yeah.
other.
And we're just
Anna and I
closer.
are sort of next to each other.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we're switching it up. Amy versus Lacey, Nick versus Anna.
All right. Tell us y'all's.
So this is how I feel like we're going to do it. Since we have like 4 songs of 4 brackets. One of you will give us your first pick, and then we'll hear the first pick from the other. That's 1 bracket, and until we get 4.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So, Amy, what is your first pick?
All Too Well 10-minute version.
Oh, that is so hard to go
Yeah.
up against.
What are you going to put up against that, Lacey?
Ooh,
Lacey?
Okay. So I was toggling between I Forgot That You Existed and Daylight. Those were the 2 that I was like, oh, which one do I get rid of? I got rid of I Forgot That You Existed. I'm going to throw Daylight in there. I
Good
think
one.
that that's a safe
Yeah.
pick. Daylight's a great song. It is
Mhm.
not going to win up
Mhm.
against
You don't
All
know.
Too Well.
You don't know. You never know. All
You
right.
never know.
Amy, what do you have for your number 2 pick?
I have I Knew You Were Trouble.
I knew you would.
All right. I Knew You Were Trouble up against.
Cockily.
Excuse me?
Cockily? Is that
What?
the Cockily?
Is that Taylor's version?
Cockily,
I think it's
I'm gonna
Travis's
take.
version.
I'm gonna take this one. Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Amy, what do we have in the 3rd bracket?
We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together.
Ooh, good one.
Paired up against Cruel Summer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
All right. And then final bracket.
I Bet You Think About Me.
Ooh.
That's a great
Mhm,
one. That's a
mhm.
great one. I have a great one as well.
Versus.
Cornelia Street.
Ooh.
Tough.
These
Tough
are
one.
tough matchups.
It's hard.
And Nick, you and I are going to have to decide who makes it to the next round from those.
I know. It's going to be tough.
Okay, so over on our bracket.
Yeah. Go first. You can go first, Anna.
No, you can go first.
No, it's
No,
okay.
you can go first.
I think you have to go first, Nick.
Why?
Because you're
Because you're-
second seed.
Okay.
Yeah, you were higher.
I'm going to pick
What's your album again?
1989 Taylor's version.
All right.
So I'm going to pick, and my first seed is Shake It Off.
All right. And
Up against?
Maroon.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Such a great song.
All right, Nick, what you got at number 2?
All right. At number 2, I'm going to do You Are in Love.
Oh, gosh. All right. You Are in Love versus The Great War.
I'll win that one.
Will you?
I don't
Those
know.
are very-
Amy's voting, so I don't know.
We'll see.
I
Those
don't
are
know.
All
very
right.
similar. Those are good choices up against each other.
All right, so my next one is going to be New Romantics.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is.
That's
It
a
is.
good one. How is New Romantics going to go up against You're on your own, kid.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh.
Okay. All right, my final pick, of course, Style.
Yes.
Classic.
Taylor's version.
Classic. All right. Well, my final pick, You're Losing Me.
Okay. I'll win that one. I'll win that
Will
one.
you?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
I
know.
think so. I think
I don't know. Okay. So for the first round, just to recap, we have All Too Well versus Daylight. I Knew You Were Trouble versus Death by a Thousand Cuts. We Are Never Getting Back Together versus Cruel Summer. I Bet You Think About Me versus Cornelia Street. And then on the other side, we have Shake It Off versus Maroon. You Are in Love versus The Great War. New Romantics versus You're on Your Own, Kid. And Style versus You're Losing Me. So this is how it's going to work for the first round. In Amy and Lacey's bracket, Nick and I are going to have to decide on who moves forward.
Okay.
So, Nick, All Too Well versus Daylight. All Too Well. Yes. Hold on. Let me make sure I write that down.
No shade against Daylight.
No shade. No shade.
Great
No
song.
shade. It's just Amy made a power move when she picked Red as her album.
Yeah.
So that was.
And the 10-minute version. I mean, that is hard to beat.
Yeah.
Whenever we all did our track rankings, we had to say, with the exception of All Too Well 10-minute version,
Yeah.
because that was going to be number one on everybody. So we
I
just
mean-
excluded it.
Early prediction here, that's going to the Super Bowl. Just so y'all know. I'm assuming All Too Well 10-minute version.
We don't know.
We'll see. We
Could it-
we can stir up a little drama if we want.
We could, but I'm thinking it's definitely going to the Super Bowl.
It's
So.
the
It's the favorite.
the fan favorite.
It's the fan favorite.
Okay, Nick. Now we have I Knew You Were Trouble versus Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Death
Death by a
Thousand
Thousand Cuts.
Yeah, good pick.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
That's
so it's tied.
understandable.
It's tied 1-1.
Okay. All right, Nick. Now we have We Are Never Getting Back Together versus Cruel Summer. Cruel Summer.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have I Bet You Think About Me versus Cornelia Street.
Okay.
Cornelia Street.
No, I meant Cornelia Street. I started saying Cruel Summer, but for some reason Cornelia Street.
Cornelia
Street.
Cruel Summer hits it again.
So I think
All right. So
I think the only one of Amy's left is All
Too Well. You got All Too Well 10 in there for you, Amy.
But that's okay.
That's
You
okay.
just need one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move over to the NFC. By the way, I know AFC and NFC are NFL terms. I don't know what they stand for.
American
and National.
Look at all this sports knowledge
Is that
on
not the
Amy.
Is it not?
Well,
on
I
there?
mean,
Well, there's the National Football League.
It's okay. We don't have to get into it. Okay. So over on the NFC, Lacey, Amy, this is going to be down to you guys. Let's see if you can decide as quickly as we did. All right. In the first bracket, we have Shake It Off versus Maroon.
Maroon.
yeah.
All right. In this next bracket, You Are in Love versus The Great War. Feel free to talk it
I
out.
know what I'm going to pick. I don't know if Amy's going to pick the same one. I think You Are in Love. I have a feeling
I
Amy's.
say the other.
I
So
know.
how do we do this?
Somebody's going to have to convince the other person.
So, okay, let's think about it. You Are in Love was Anna's wedding song. Wake up and say you are my best friend. That's a heart-touching, warming moment. But then I also think back to whenever we were breaking down the song and the Great War almost became a joke because we got too busy and was saying, oh, we'll do Great War next week. We'll do Great War next week. And then by the time we did, it was with Pippa from London, and it was so incredibly outdated. But it was a great breakdown, so we still had to do it anyway. And her live performance of the Great War was just, ooh.
I love how Lacey's changing her own mind right
I
now
am.
without even having to hear Amy's argument.
I am. Amy, do you have anything to add?
No. I just love it.
You love Great War.
I love
the
Great War.
imagery. I'm going with Great War.
We don't have to.
No,
No, you can.
You don't have to.
No, you can.
I'm going with the Great War.
I think I'm
go.
just going to go with all of the Midnight songs, though.
You don't know that.
I think I am.
Hey, that's good for me. All right, now we got New Romantics versus You're on Your Own, Kid.
Not convincing me. You're on your own, kid.
Sorry, Nick.
Yes, friendship bracelet.
Friendship bracelet.
I don't think I've won any.
No.
No, you haven't. You can't give him a pity vote just because he hasn't won any. He could have picked Midnights, but he didn't.
Lacey,
I did.
We're putting ourselves out by giving her 4 options.
And
Okay, but can I show you the last one?
I can be a bitter Betty and just destroy y'all just moving forward.
That's true because
How?
we have another round.
That's true.
We have
I don't know.
another round where we decide. The last in the bracket, we have Style versus You're losing me. You're losing me.
Style. Say it slower. That'll convince them. Style.
Style has something.
You know what it has?
Oh.
Nick,
You know what
You
it
got that
doesn't?
James Dean Daydream.
You know what it doesn't have? Pathological people pleaser. I
Mhm.
wouldn't marry me either.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You're losing me for me.
Y'all
Amy?
have to agree.
Yeah, let's go. Midnights. Midnights is that girl.
Yes.
I feel really bad. I
You
feel
should.
really bad.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Okay. So now the next round is going to be those winners against each other. And then what we come down to, the final four, our listeners will be voting on our social media. I will post the brackets, and then we'll reconvene next week and see who makes it to the Super Bowl. All right. So, Nick, we have to decide between, see, this is where it gets tough. All Too Well 10-minute version versus Death by a Thousand Cuts.
I mean, all too well 10-minute version. I mean, it's not the easiest answer to give,
Right.
but, you know.
I
all too well
know, but
10-minute version.
it's Death by a Thousand Cuts.
It is.
Which is the national anthem.
I know, but which
And
bridge
was
is better?
our surprise song.
It was.
But All Too Well 10-minute version.
Yeah,
It
All
would
Too Well
be
10-minute
a
version.
a crime.
Mhm.
It would be a crime against SwifTology if we did not do that. Okay, All Too Well 10. And then we have Cruel Summer versus Cornelia Street.
Oh, my gosh.
That's tough.
I think those are my favorite two songs on Lover.
I know.
Those
That's
are two of my favorite
really-
songs in her whole discography.
That's really, really hard. I
Cruel
feel
Summer,
like,
Cornelia Street.
what does your gut tell you?
Cruel Summer.
Really? Because my gut told me Cornelia Street.
Talk it out.
You know what? When I am listening to Lover, it is one of my favorite albums. I probably listen to that more than some of her earlier stuff. You know, like I'm always on Lover.
Mm-hmm.
The first song I go to, Cornelia Street.
And Live from Paris.
And it's usually the Live from Paris version.
Live from Paris is iconic enough. And Valentine's Day is around the corner. And you know what? Cruel Summer, I love her. She's had her moment on the charts. She's had her moment.
Mm.
And this could be Cornelia Street's shot
Yeah,
at the
let's
Super
go
Bowl.
Cornelia. I'll go Cornelia Street.
Let's go Cornelia Street.
Yay!
All right, so then our listeners are going to have to decide and vote between All Too Well 10 and Cornelia Street
Mhm.
on who's going to make it to the finals.
All right, so now we whittle down y'all's, or I'm sorry,
Right.
all of Anna's.
All of Anna's.
Midnights versus Midnights.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I was just making sure I had the brackets right. Okay. Maroon versus The Great War.
Maroon.
Maroon.
Nick, you're not voting.
I just wanted to.
The burgundy on my t-shirt.
Maroon. I'll go.
Maroon. All right. I'm surprised, Amy.
Well, I just keep fighting. I'll just keep fighting until the end. I have to
Is that a
stop at some
lyric?
point. No.
Okay. And then the last bracket that we have is You're on Your Own, Kid versus You're Losing Me.
You're losing me.
Mm.
Ooh, I'd say You're on Your Own, Kid.
I-
But that's one of my
I'm digging
that's,
my heels in.
that's my favorite friendship bracelets. Oh, no, I'm digging my heels in. You're on Your Own, Kid. You get to watch it again during the Eras tour whenever you rent it. She performed that song.
I was not on the debate club. I give up. I cannot. I have no rebuttal.
Lacey said one sentence.
And she would keep talking.
Well, yeah, Lacey convinced herself with the other one. You didn't even say anything, and Lacey talked herself into changing her mind, and that was amazing.
They're all great songs. I can't.
So You're on Your Own, Kid?
Yeah.
If you really want to, that's just one of my all-time faves. So I would pick You're on Your Own, Kid against almost anything. That song got me from our initial listening party that we had at midnight.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I have a better shot at winning.
You're making this. You are so cynical.
She's like, I don't care. I have All Too Well 10
She's
minute
got
version.
All Too Well 10 that's
yeah,
Yeah.
solid.
I'm with
Okay.
Lacey.
Okay. Well, then, on our social media, at the 13 Podcast, on our Instagram specifically, our listeners will vote in the semifinals this week. So they'll vote between All Too Well 10 versus Cornelia Street, and then Maroon versus You're on Your Own, Kid. And then the winner of those two will then battle it out next week for the 13 podcast Swift Bowl of 2024.
Yay!
Ooh, what's gonna make it? What's gonna make it? Which
Who's
one
going to
is
perform
Taylor's?
at halftime?
Usher?
No, at,
No,
No,
at the
like
Swift-
at ours.
At the Swift
Oh,
Bowl.
okay.
Taylor?
Never mind. I was like, who is performing?
It'll be a combination of like all of the opening acts. So we got Sabrina, we got Gracie, we got every single opening act from the Eras Tour. Paramore. That's a fabulous halftime show. Well, thank you guys for playing. I'm glad this worked out.
Thank you for the idea.
Yeah, thanks for the idea, Anna, and thanks for playing along with us in advance to all of our listeners. So I think that does it for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift Fan Podcast. Join us next time because we are going to be getting in to 1989 and Welcome to New York, right? Am I saying that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift Fan Podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.